disconnect us from spiritual truth. And sometimes we want to be socially correct. And in being socially correct, we end up being spiritually wrong. There is an agenda Satan is pushing. And it's a three-pronged agenda. Number one is secularism. Number two is humanism. Number three is anti-clericalism. Secularism is remove God from the public space. All you need is to work hard to succeed. God is not part of the success equation. Are you not hearing things like that? Even pastors are preaching it. It's not true. 2 Corinthians 26 verse 5 said, as long as he sought the Lord, God made him to prosper. You need God as far as destiny is concerned. So secularism is, there should not be prayers in schools. There should not be prayers in offices. Now, but you see the deception. When secularism is coming, secularism does not attack every religion. It attacks only Christianity. One of the first shockers I saw in this land when God made me to relocate to come. As I started praying for a few people in some government offices, I realized that virtually every ministry, department, and agency in this capital territory has the other religion's prayer house inside the government building. Am I saying the truth? Ministry of this, you see it. Ministry of that, you see it. Ministry of that, you see it. And when they appoint a DG or an MD or a board chairman that is of the other religion, he will do everything to entrench that religion in that office. They will suspend the promotion of Christians. If you are an assistant director, God help you, you may retire as assistant director. They will bring your juniors, they will make them director, deputy director, substantive director, push them to PEMSEC. The other side, they really understand this kingdom agenda. That when anybody is DG or MD from the other side, he will so promote the agenda. Under the last government, I read one time that Minister of Agriculture put as part of the project of the budget of his ministry, the building of their religious house. How does agriculture and religious house connect? There's no connection at all. But that's the agenda. And they don't care how you feel. No, they don't care how you feel. But as I started going around many MDAs, I realized there are no chapels. And then when a Christian is appointed as MD or DG or chairman, you hear him say, my job is not to do church here, it's to do my work. We are the ones that are foolish. When is somebody in the other camp that is MD or DG or executive secretary, they'll just be employing people from that religion. Whether they qualify or not, whether they merit it or not. Sometimes they'll bring people in buses. Some can't speak English. They will just come, give them form. Somebody will fill it massively for people. I'm not telling you stories, so. Plenty of them don't have clear WAEC result. They will just bring one result and photocopy it for 50 people and push them in. That is why after a while, the first 5, 7, 10 people can be from that religion. So as one DG is going out, the next DG is from the other place. The next DG is coming from the other place. The next DG is coming from that place. Then when a Christian finally becomes DG, you now say, you must merit this job. And then when you are a Christian and you apply, worst case scenario, if that Christian is from Akwa Ibom State, and then you apply, and then you are from Akwa Ibom, you will wear eyeglass and screen your document. Oh. We don't understand kingdom agenda. We don't understand the shepherd, the sheep, and the sheepfold. So when they start that secularism, remove God from the public space, and we think, wow, that's true. People need to be committed to their work. Work ethics, work ethos. It's only Christianity they are fighting. Don't be deceived. The next thing, from secularism, humanism will be enthroned. What is humanism? self-deification. Man is God. I am the God I've been searching for. I begin to self-deify myself. The next agenda will prop up anti-clericalism. We don't need pastors. Have you observed? I know that there are pastors that have misbehaved. We cannot rule that. But have you observed that the attack on religious leaders centers only on Christianity? I have not seen a vilification of native doctors. I have not seen a vilification of imams. And then we don't know we are playing into an agenda orchestrated by Satan. This is what happens. When a pastor misbehaves, and you share it, and you comment, you may think that you are attacking falsehood and fakery in ministry. But you don't know that you are unconsciously playing into a bigger game of Satan vilifying and demonizing Christianity as a whole. Now, to the typical unbeliever, he does not know who is a fake pastor or real pastor. Every pastor is fake. Now, do you know that the end point of secularism, humanism, and anti-clericalism is full-blown atheism? After a while, you won't believe in God again. And that is where Satan is moving to. When you no longer believe in God, and you no longer believe in pastors, your life is now open to attacks. Because there's no form of spiritual fortification. Your life is now open to demonic orchestrations. The arrows that could not touch you hitherto. Because you are now disconnected to the shepherdhood of Christ and the shepherdhood of his pastor that he has sent to you. Satan now begins